Guys, so in this video, I'm going to be going over 705 for The Flash, which aired tonight. It's going to be a review of it. If you haven't seen it, click off now. Come back when you watch it. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe button, share it, whatever, and enjoy the rest of the video. So, 704 pretty much started, 705 started off with, Barry going through the footage basically on the loop of the creature thing we got at the end of 704 that killed Kadabra and absorbed Barry's lightning throw and the antimatter power, whatever the hell it's called. She absorbed all that, and Barry was just trying to figure out how to find him. Why do I keep... Then we go to Cecile, who had a fake nightmare. It was psych, and she ended up bleeding when she was in the nightmare, and she came out, she was fine. And we learned later in the episode that she was actually connected to every single person that had, like a nightmare. She could feel all of them. Barry's mom showed up from the lightning forces that formed inside of the one room in Star Labs. Forgetting the name of it for whatever reason. The lounge. There it is, the lounge. She showed up there. The lightning pretty much brought her in. And she basically tied in a knot that they're all connected to the same force or multiple forces, but all connected to the same one, which was the Speed Force. And they all expanded out to different forces. But Nora was defeated. We didn't learn out why till the end of the episode. I'll get into that in a minute. But Barry put the Speed Force gauge on her that they had basically throughout the back half of Season 6 with Barry to keep track of his speed. They did that with Nora to keep track of how much Speed Force is in her system, so they know when she dies, Barry more likely won't have any speed left. And then we saw Cisco use the Firestorm combination thing that they used for Stein and Ronnie to make them Firestorm. Cisco recalibrated it so it would work to make Frost and Kate one person again instead of two separate people. Barry gets whammied by Psych and sees Thawne in his nightmare, and then Savitar actually stabs Barry, and he wakes up and he's basically has a hole through his chest and his back. Yeah. They use the same mental dampeners they use on Grodd to defend themselves. Didn't really work on Psych. It actually pretty much helped them. But yeah, so that was a cool thing to bring in. Frost's nightmare was Kate turning her in to the police, which we did find out towards the end of the episode that the governor's in town. She showed up, I think, a little bit before that scene with Frost's nightmare. And we recently learned that she came there to get Killer Frost. For whatever reason, when Joe brought up, because she brought us security footage of Flash, Vibe, and Frost, Joe brought up, you want to arrest the Flash? She said, no, he hasn't done anything yet. Like, she's expecting the Flash to do something bad. I guess we'll find out. But she is hell-bent on getting an arrest warrant for Killer Frost, who we know now is actually good, but they don't know that, like we learned from 704, and bringing her in and arresting her for all the crimes she's done. So that's the main reason why she's there, and Iris was skeptical of her throughout those scenes. They used DeVoe's chair for Cecile to amplify her powers to defend Barry going up against Psych. He ended up releasing like a wave of his powers, which again whammied Barry for the third time. Barry's second nightmare, I forgot to mention, was, and this is the good one, I think, where he saw everyone die. Cisco was crushed under a pillar in CCPD. Nora was dead. Iris is, everyone was face down but Iris. Iris is faced up, and she was dead, you could tell. I think we learned that she actually had her neck cracked, so that was interesting. But Barry's third nightmare was him hearing everyone saying he failed. Like, we heard Nora say that he wasn't fast enough, and Cisco saying he literally failed everyone, he let them all die. And the interesting part was Iris said he let his children die. He let their children die. Children! That's more than one. The only people I can really think of, Nora, obviously, and more than likely, I would say Dawn. I would believe that. If we didn't just get a Bart Allen casting today, and it's been back and forth, so it's probably going to change by the time you guys see this video. But CW said and announced today that Bart Allen will be played by Jordan Fisher, and he's going to be the future son of Barry and Iris. Now, in the comics, he's the future grandson of Barry and Iris. And it went back and forth with CW, because then they said it was a typo, it was supposed to be grandson. And then, like, 20 minutes before the episode aired tonight, they changed it back to son, and we haven't heard anything since. So, it's more than likely Bart's son, and that's probably where they're going at. But the show is definitely hinting at Barry and Iris having more than just one child, meaning Nora. They're probably going to have Nora, but also maybe Dawn or Bart, Bart is going to be Barry and Iris' son from the future. They could play that off as Nora and Bart being Barry and Iris' kids. Or they could bring in Dawn, which I think is part of Bart's storyline, so it would add up. And then Barry stops Psyche with Cecile's help going through its mind and everything. And then Psyche evaporates into whatever the hell it was, thanks to Cecile's DeVoe's things. And everyone goes to the Star Labs, and Barry's mind is still screwed up because he got whammy 3 times. He had 3 doses of it, while, like, Cisco and Kate only had it once, and the whole city only had it once. Barry got it 3 times. He had it the most out of all of them. And his mind was still messed up, but it wasn't the Psyche's powers that were messing him up. It was the Speed Force. It was killing him. And he ran into the cryptopod, and we learned from Iris that put him into coma. So what that more likely hints at is in some of the one when we saw him coming out of that thing, it wasn't just for his speed to keep it up, it was because he was dying. The Speed Force, when it dies, it takes away his speed, but I guess it may kill him, like it almost did Nora. But we found out that Nora was actually attacked by not only the giant She-Hulk figure that we saw at the end of 704, but also by Psyche, which then tied together that they're all from the same main force, and they went after Nora because she's the lead of it, kind of. The Speed Force is the center of it all, and all these other forces just expanded from it. That's what this basically is. So that was interesting to know. At least we got that figured out. But, yeah. Pretty sure that was the whole episode. They did mention Ralph a couple, I think it was just once at the beginning of the episode, and I don't remember what they said. But I don't think we're going to get Ralph for probably another couple episodes or so. We do know Bart Allen will be appearing in 717, more than likely going through 718, which is the finale of season 7. And then we're going to go on a 2 to 3 month break. Season 7 should end in August or late July, and it'll come back with season 8 in October. So this is going to be the shortest break we probably ever had between seasons. But at least we're not waiting like 6 months for a new season like we've been waiting almost a year for this one. At least we're getting that kind of sorted out. So, yeah, it should only be a 2 to 3 month gap. Do you remember, though, we have 2 more weeks of The Flash before they go on a 3-week break. After 707's done, they'll be going on a break for 3 weeks. Supergirl will be on, which their premiere was tonight, for another 6 weeks, and assuming and Lois will come back that week after. I'm pretty sure it is. May 18th. So that's good for the Arrowverse so far. I'll keep updating you when I know anything, really. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, the like button down below, share it, comment, subscribe. I think I already said that, but subscribe. And thanks for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.